So, now we're in the middle of this villain arc, and it's time we start cooking up some theories for the ending and the future of My Hero as a whole. I'll go over other members that haven't had the spotlight and their power upgrades because there's obviously some juicy Dobby stuff about to happen, and all the other members I want to talk about are worth a whole video on their own. So let's go ahead and get into that intro. So guys, I believe that we have a time skip very imminent for My Hero. In my last video, I discussed how the villains are all getting these power-ups as they are facing major members of the Liberation Army, and how this is a very good thing for My Hero as a whole, especially when the villains and heroes end up crossing again. At the beginning of this arc, we got a very little snippet of probably all of what we're going to get from the heroes in this arc, with the students going to play in the snow and Todoroki and Bakugo making quick work of some robbers, and then immediately we get a look at the main villains of this arc. Then we switch to the perspective of the League of Villains. After talking to each other at their hideout, worrying about their next big thing and needing new members, Gigantomachia shows up and wrecks the place. And just before they get destroyed by this behemoth, the doctor teleports them to him, and he says he will give Shigaraki the power left behind by All For One if he can get Machia to submit for him. If you guys notice, the next chapter after the League starts to go against Gigantomachia again, Spinner points out that it had already been a month and a half after they started fighting Machia. No, this isn't the only time skip I'm going to talk about. Don't worry, I'm going to get to my point here. I predict that this will not be the only time skip for this arc. What are we in, like their second year now? I predict that we won't see the UA students again until probably the beginning of their third year, end of second year, or maybe at the beginning of their second sports festival. I believe that this villain arc won't stop doing these bursts of time skips, probably doing no more than a month or two per time skip. And if this does keep happening, we won't check back with the UA students until either the next semester or their next school year. We just left the students on a small training arc, and as things are going on with the villains, they're probably still training. Shinzo just got into the hero department, as well as Deku is still trying to master Black Whip and unlock the other powers inside One For All. This will give more time for Shigaraki and others to master their newfound abilities, seeing as how they are all just now discovering them in each of their fights. We still have to see Shigaraki win over Gigantomachia and find out what power All For One left behind. By the time that happens, Shigaraki will probably need time to master that and control over Machia. At the same time, Dobby and others will probably go off seeking new members for the League. So you see how much time could possibly pass between the main war and all other things sprinkled in afterwards. And when they do come back and cross paths with the heroes, things will be much different and interesting for both sides. Well, that's all I have for this video, guys. Next up will be a video centered on the other villains and possible power upgrades. I haven't decided whether they should be separate videos or put them all in one video. Let me know what you guys think I should do in the comments. That's all for now, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.